Boom. What's the word, man? Welcome back to another episode of An Artist Home, man. So today's mission, I'm not gonna lie, low-key started without y'all, but I gotta fill the holes in the wall at the crib because I'm trying to, you feel me, make everything look smooth. But those holes is kind of throwing me off. So I'm grabbing some of this. This is like just a all-in-one joint, like a little spackle thing or something like that. I'm gonna grab this, fill the holes in the wall, and then they got like the built-on little sander joint too. They ain't even let Halloween come and go yet. We got the Christmas, you feel me, just taking up all the real estate. Ain't no pumpkins out. Ain't gonna lie, y'all. The sun is booming right now. I'm low-key getting drawn in by the ambience of Lowe's, nigga. You closed already? I just wanted some water, like a agua fresca.
Horchata and passion fruit.
Can I mix the passion fruit and the guava?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. We got the drink in the bucket. That's the innovation. It's a part of me that's like, damn, because I'm looking at the drink. Ain't no ice in that mug. But I appreciate, you feel me, they trying to give a nigga some value. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see what it's hitting for. Hopefully it's still cold, though. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we back at the crib with it, man. And as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm gonna probably do something, you feel me, super smooth with the camera, where it zoom and you see the holes while I'm still talking. I ain't even moved the camera, you think, but I did. Anyway, boom. These holes in the wall right here, trifling. They just trifling, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Cause if y'all remember, I ain't even really give y'all like a full update, and I'm not going to until I do the crib tour, because I feel like that just makes the most sense, you feel me? But the living room is completely changed around. So everything was facing that way. Like I had the TV, you feel me, right here. Couch was behind me like that. I had the chair. I just feel like switching it this way just opened it up so much more. But if you remember from the last video I filmed in the crib, which was You're Already Who You're Trying to Be, right? So I had a painting right there. I'm gonna pop that on the screen too. Boom, painting was right there. And I liked it, but the thing about it, it's like a tall, skinny type painting, you know what I'm saying? So with it being tall and skinny, it's like just mad space on the outside, which number one shows those holes, but two, I feel like it just doesn't utilize this wall well. I feel like if I'm gonna have a piece of art right here, it needs to just be a big, either like wide rectangular space, like horizontally versus vertically, or I need to do something completely different on this wall, like other than paintings. So maybe like, you feel me, like a salon style type joint with a bunch of different framed pictures and a bunch of different shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's also on the board. I'm not gonna put nothing else back on this wall today, but I am gonna fix these holes so when we do put something on the wall, it just makes sense. So the drywall stuff, that's drying before we can sand it down, but I got that all smeared on there and shit. Next thing we need to do though, it's low-key some sad shit, bro. It's not sad, but let me show y'all. So, oh, damn. I don't know if y'all remember when I first moved in this crib. I've been in here a year now, y'all, which is crazy as shit. But like a year this month, which is crazy. But anyway, when I bought this tree, it looked the exact same, low-key. Like it's been this size for a grip. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, like what's the word? Like I'm usually pretty good at growing plants and just like keeping life alive and helping it grow. Fuck just keeping it alive. But I was low-key BSing on this one, bro. I can't even lie. And I think where I went wrong, it's in a terracotta pot, right? Terracotta just dries out like dumb fast, bro. That's what I'm realizing. And this, even though it looks like a, you feel me, like a pine tree or, you know, that type of vibe, an evergreen or something, it needs to be treated more like a tropical plant from the research that I found. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to double back. I'm like, nah, I've been dropping like Needles been turning brown, all kind of shit going on. I'm like, damn. And like I said, I've had this tree for a year, little to no growth. I'm like, nah. So we gonna switch it to a plastic pot, which should just keep all the water in, keep the, you feel me, the soil more hydrated on a frequent basis. So hopefully Shorty can go crazy, cause she right in front of the window too. So I'm like, you should be going crazy. But anyway, we gonna get it right today. Damn. Okay. The roots are growing though, which is good. Like they've expanded to the to the shape of the pot. So that's really good. But as far as everything else going on up top, it's John struggling, bro. Okay, and then I have a little bit of dirt in this bag. I hope this is enough, low key, because I'm kind of light right now on dirt. This is just some topsoil with a hole in it, apparently. Just regular. Yeah, I don't know that this is enough, though. We're gonna see. Yeah, we low-key light, yeah, but it's gonna have to be enough for the time being. And I think it will be fine, but I just like having more dirt in there just to keep it like super stable or whatever, but this should be straight for the time being. I'm really finna switch like majority of my plants over to containers with no draining hole, bro. I'm so tired of having to pick up plants and then move them or filling them with the little plastic thing underneath, and then you got to put the perfect amount or it'll overflow, and then if you do put the perfect amount, it feel like it's barely enough water to water the plant. I'm like, bro, forget that. I've been keeping plants long enough that I got just a good feel for it, that I can just pour some water in there and then it'll go. I also got big windows, so that water gets used real fast because they, you feel me, soaking up all the sunlight and shit. So yeah, bro, that's another mission for another day, but definitely want to switch everything to a non-draining pot, because that'd be the worst part about keeping plants, having to pick them up and move them every time you want to water them, and should be crazy, bro. We're gonna put this back into its spot first, then we'll put the water in there after, because it's gonna be stupid heavy. All right, and then for my next mission, we're gonna use this fake ass black, which is not really black, but it's gonna be good enough. And I gotta paint the back of this little bitty ass tank. I know y'all can't really see what's going on in here. Let me try and turn the light on. You see a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We got the good moss, Taiwan moss, some Rickia, Rotala, Dwarf Sash, and then some water, what are these called? Frog bit on top. But it looks good. I just set this up like 3 days ago, but I don't know if y'all can see on the edge of these rocks, I'm starting to get some algae. And it's because the back is open like that. It's just open to the window. So it's too much sunlight. I wanted to let it just vibe because it looks really nice when it comes through there, but I also don't want the tank to just be an algae wasteland. So we're gonna paint the back of this real quick. I know y'all see that price tag right there, $4.99. You feel me? I only paid $5 for this tank. And these are plants I already had at the crib. So that was a win-win. You feel me? A cheap tank, and I got to do my little thing, make a little tank and shit. It was a good little vibe. I feel like y'all have seen when I had low-key a gang of tanks. Even at my old crib, like I feel like I had more tanks jammed into my bedroom than I did into this entire house now. Which is, I'm low-key proud of that, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I have a real like, it's just a way about me, bro. If I start rocking with something, bro, like I'm just, like that's what I do. And I be going like crazy with it, you feel me? But I feel like I got over that phase of just like obsession with this joint. I still love aquascaping and fish tanks and all that stuff, but I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I don't need a million tanks. I'd rather just have a couple that I manage really well that bring me a lot of peace and enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? I low-key probably should have got a foam brush for this. That might have looked a little smoother, but I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll come back to it. I'm gonna keep it a band, y'all. I'm looking, this gray looking like kind of suspect. I don't know how this is gonna dry, but I got some, it's a screen printing ink. I don't know what I have a screen printing kit for, but I do. And this is the only semi-black paint that I got in here. So hopefully this will do what it needs to, because I don't want to have to run to the studio and get paint. Damn, I think I need to scrape this whole thing though. All right, man, so we got that joint pitch black. It's the other side. You can see pretty much nothing, but trust me, it's black on there. All right, man, that's gonna do it for today's video, man. So, you know what I'm saying, just real chill. Fixed up my little holes and stuff. I didn't show y'all me shaving them back down, but they shaved, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, bro. And I'm gonna catch y'all next week. Y'all be easy. Peace.